What's going on, everyone? How are y'all doing today? This is Britton Harvest, your favorite speaker. Like I said, I was going to give you another video today. I spoke to you on yesterday, and the video I spoke on yesterday was you're going to fail your way to success. Well, today I want to talk to you about your new life is going to cost you your old one. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. And a lot of people are not willing to change. If you ask the people around you, do they want change? A lot of them will raise their hands and they will tell you, yes, I want change. And if you turn right around and ask those same people, now how many of you are willing to change? Very few people will raise their hand. Very few people will raise their hand because they don't want to sacrifice their old life. In order to get where you're trying to go, you have to leave your old self behind. And when I say that, I literally mean that. The old person that you were, or the current person that you are, has gotten you to this point. But in order for you to go to that next level, in order for you to ascend to higher ground, in order for you to reach the level that you have never reached before, you have to become someone different. You have to leave the old you behind. The old habits, the old friends, the mistakes, everything that you've done up to this point was good enough to get you to this point. But in order for you to ascend to that next level, in order for you to reach that next tier, you have to become someone that you've never been. You have to. In order to do something that you've never done, you have to become someone that you've never been. And I mean that. You have to leave your old self behind. You can take a caterpillar and you can sit up there and talk to it all day. You can sit up here and watch it as it moves around, moving in and out throughout the earth. But once that caterpillar goes into a cocoon and morphs into a butterfly, the caterpillar is no more. The caterpillar is dead to the butterfly. The caterpillar doesn't even exist to a butterfly because now the butterfly has seen vantage points that it never knew existed. It never knew existed because it had the mind frame of a caterpillar. You have to leave your old self behind. You have to sacrifice who you were for who you are going to become. And who you are going to become will never, ever, ever, ever become that person being who you are right now. You have to be willing to give it up. You have to be willing to change. You have to say to yourself, everything that I've done thus far has gotten me to this point. But where I am trying to go, it's going to take a different me. It's going to take for me to upgrade who I am as a person. Because you're upgrading everything else around you, from your TVs, to your smartphones, to your tablets, to your relationships. You're upgrading everything around you but you. When was the last time you upgraded yourself? When was the last time you said to yourself, you know what? I need a new version of me. Because this old version of me that I've been carrying around for 10, 15 years is not cutting it. It's not cutting it. This is 2017. We are about to embark on 2018, and you're still walking around here with the software of 2007. You're 10 years behind, but you got the latest gadgets. You got the latest iPhone. You got the latest Droid. You got the latest tablet. You got the latest TV. You got the latest purses. You got the latest shoes. You got the latest heels. But you're still operating on the old version of you. So if you're still operating on the old version of you, what good are those things that you're upgrading around you when you're still operating as if you're in 2007? It's 2017, about to be 2018. What are you waiting on? You got to catch up. You got to catch up. It's going to cost you to owe you. That new life that you're trying to get to, that new job that you're trying to get, that new promotion that you're trying to get, it's going to cost you to owe you. It's going to cost you to owe you. Because you say you won't change. You say you won't change. But are you willing to change in order to get that change? Are you willing to sacrifice to owe you? That's the question that I want to ask you all today. That's the question I want you to ask yourself. When you're at home, lying in your bed, thinking to yourself, because you need to have some downtime, because that's what it's going to take for you to reflect in order for you to realize, you know what? The old me is just not going to cut it. It's going to take a new version of me. 2.0, 3.0, it doesn't matter. If you got an Apple phone, Apple sends out an update regularly. Each time a new iPhone comes out, it sends out an update. Then once it sends out an update, it sends out another update to work out the kinks of the one that they just sent out. So here it is. Apple is giving you all of these updates, but yet you haven't updated yourself. You haven't updated your version of you. You're still walking around here with a 2007 version of yourself in 2017, and you're trying to figure out why you're not getting to where you are trying to go. You're a decade behind. That's why. That's why. You're a decade behind. Life is passing you by because you're still doing the same things that your old friends were doing. You're still worried about the same things that your old friends were worried about back in the day. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. There are tiers that you're destined to reach. There's greatness within you. But in order to receive that greatness, in order for you to pull that greatness up out of you, you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to become something that you've never been in order to get to where you've never been. You have to be willing to say, you know what? I'm not happy where I am. I'm not happy with what's going on in my life. I'm not happy with the results that I've been getting, and it's time for me to change. I'm not going to sit around and wait for everybody else to change. I need to change. I need to change how I deal with circumstances. Instead of waiting on my circumstances to change, I need to change how I deal with them. Because once your perspective changes, everything else around you changes. But you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to evolve. You have to be willing to grow. You can't stay a caterpillar for the rest of your life. If you do, you're going to be grounded. You're going to be grounded. But if you want to ascend to the next level, if you want to grow your wings, if you want to fly to places that you've never flown before, you have to spend time with yourself in the cocoon. You have to realize what it is that you are trying to do, the goals that you have set for yourself. Then you just have to say, I'm willing to change. I'm not happy where I am right now. I'm not happy being grounded. I'm so much more than what you see. What you see is just who I am currently. But it's so much more. There's so much more greatness within me. There's so much more power within me. There's genius that lies within me that I have to tap into. I haven't tapped into it yet. But once I tap into it, once I become out of this cocoon, you will see the butterfly. You will see me rise. You will see me become the phoenix. Because I am not what you see right now. This is not who I am. I'm growing. As we speaking, I'm growing. As we're having this conversation, I'm growing. As you see me, I'm in my cocoon. That's why I can't literally talk back to you, because I'm growing. There's something else inside of me that's ready to come out. And until that comes out, don't judge me prematurely. I'm coming. I'm coming. And I'm growing. And I'm becoming a better version of myself. I'm tired of operating on 2007 when it's 2017. I need to upgrade me. I need to upgrade who I am. I need to upgrade my circle. I need to upgrade the people around me that I thought were looking out for my best interests, but in actuality, they just wanted to be nosy. There's greatness within you. There's genius within you. You are smarter than you've ever thought that you were. But you have to tap into it. You have to dig down inside and you have to say to yourself, I am no longer happy with being a caterpillar. I am a butterfly. And not only am I a butterfly, I will show you that I am a butterfly. Sit back, watch the show. Like, subscribe, and share my channel. This is Britton Harvest, your favorite speaker. Hashtag breadcrumbs. Hashtag RAK. Hashtag GG. I'm out.